So why does one home instantly feel warm and safe while another feels cold, even if it's just beautiful? You walk in, nothing is technically wrong. The furniture is expensive, the color are neutral, and yet something feels off. So, what is that feelings, right? It's not about the style, it's your nervous system. In fact, cozy is not decor, it's a biology. So, here is what most people misunderstand is that cozy isn't throw blankets, it isn't even candles. Instead, cozy is a physiological response. In other words, your brain is constantly scanning the environment for safety. It notices light, shadow, edges, sound, texture, and importantly, your body reacts before your mind does. So let me show you what's really happening. So first, let's talk about light. At 4000 Kelvin, light feels blue and alert. It mimics daylight at noon, right? And as a result, your brain interprets that as stay awake, stay active. So, however, at 2700 Kelvin, light becomes warmer, more golden, that mimics sunset. And naturally, your body begins shifting toward calm. So, that's why cozy homes almost always use warmer light. Next, consider shadows. Rest lighting creates sharp shadow and strong edges. Strong edges signal exposure. On the other hand, soft shadow blur boundaries silently, and when boundaries feel softer, the brain reads a space as safer and more contained. Now think about high contrast. High contrast like bright white against deep black creates visual tension. In contrast, lower contrast reduces stimulation, so that's why cozy spaces usually layer similar tones instead of extreme opposites. So your eyes relax, and when your eye relax, your body follows. Beyond light and contrast, there is enclosure. We evolved seeking shelter, so spaces that feel silently enclosed with corners, alcoves, and layered furniture trigger a subtle sense of protection. Of course, open and exposed can feel beautiful, but psychologically, enclosure feels safe. So then there is a texture. Smooth surfaces reflect light, but too many smooth surfaces feel sterile. So in contrast, layered textures like linen, wool, wood, woven materials really absorb light and soften sound. So because of that, your brain associates them with warmth and natural environments. Finally, let's talk about sound. Hard rooms echo, soft room absorb sound. Echo really increases alertness, whereas soft acoustic reduce it. So that's exactly why rocks, curtains, and upholstered furniture matters more than we think. So now that we understand the psychology, let's simplify it. So here are 5 ways to make a home feel instantly cozier. So start with your bulbs. Switch to warm light around 2700 Kelvin. Then layer your lighting, lamp, sconce, soft overhead. Think glow, not glare, and as a result, your nervous system will shift with it. So next, don't just decorate, layer. Mix smooth with woven, soft with structured, matte with subtle sheen, because layer reduces sensory monotony, and monotony often feels cold. Then introduce protection. Angle a chair silently. Use curved furniture. Create small zones inside larger rooms. When a space feels slightly protected, your brain relaxes automatically. After that, look for glare. Glossy floors, highly polished surfaces, strong reflection, they really increase visual noise. So instead, choose matte finishes whenever possible. Your eyes work less, which means your body works less. Finally, bring in nature, wood, stone, linen, plants. Your brain evolved around natural patterns. So when those materials appear indoors, your body recognizes them instantly. It feels familiar, and familiar feels safe. So if this changes the way you see your space, make sure you like and subscribe. There is more coming.